Hello again, today is day 6 of my primal Christmas, and this is not the video that I had planned. On Monday morning I woke up and I had an email from my father-in-law Murray. The email included an article from the Dominion Post from Saturday the 2nd of December. This article, titled "Ministry Sinks Teeth into Paleo Diet Shift." Now firstly, I thought, wow, good on our ministry for looking into ancestral health. But secondly, I think they've missed the point. Art Green, from the first season of New Zealand Bachelor and director of Riot Foods, describes the ministry's review of paleo health as flawed, and I couldn't agree more. Here's why. The statement that paleo encourages followers to eat large amounts of meat is purely an assumption, and an incorrect one. If you asked anyone in the paleo or primal community, they would tell you that their protein intake is moderate, and it's from meat, nuts and seeds, and vegetables. The ministry's second concern being that it excludes entire food groups that are important to healthy eating patterns. These are legumes, grains, and dairy products. I'll come back to grains and legumes, but the exclusion of dairy products is where paleo and primal differ. Primal approves a moderate consumption of high-fat dairy products from grass-fed cows. But not even this would cut it with the ministry, as their recommendations are only low-fat or no-fat dairy products. They wouldn't approve of my morning coffee with double cream. So this brings me to the cutting out of grains and legumes, which Claire Turnbull describes as incredibly nutritionally valuable. She doesn't expand on this, but I'm going to expand on why they are not nutritionally valuable. You see, grains, even whole grains, in fact especially whole grains, contain anti-nutrients. The main 4 anti-nutrients are lectins, gluten, phytates, and saponins. A nutrient is defined as a substance that provides nourishment essential for health and growth. So an anti-nutrient compromises this nourishment for health and growth. Legumes, though less offensive than grains, also contain anti-nutrients and are not beneficial to our health. These anti-nutrients, along with the excessive insulin response caused by the consumption of grains and legumes, are responsible for numerous health problems. And this is what the ministry should be addressing. Not just concern over excess body fat, but cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, hormonal dysfunction, leaky gut, and so many other health issues. I think this last point is what the Ministry of Health is missing. They're looking at what paleo are or aren't eating, rather than why the exclusion of grains and legumes is beneficial to your health, and why it's just as important as excluding sugar or processed products. I know that the way I eat is in contradiction with the ministry, but I can only hope that one day ancestral health movements like paleo and primal will be recommended by a government that is informed about these movements. I understand that the grain consumption recommendations have made things like rice, pasta, and bread a staple in the modern diet and included in every meal. So keep an eye out in the coming videos for my grain staple replacements. Thank you for watching.
#, going against the grain.